knows that Central Connecticut deserved to win. I think anyone that watched that game knows that Central Connecticut has some really talented offensive players, and they make really tough shots, and they defend, and they're tough and they're hard-nosed. I know Coach Dickerman a long time. His teams are always good, and you know, I guarantee you there's such a proud program that they probably watched that tape of last year quite a bit, because they came out breathing fire. You know, we like to try to pressure. We think we're pretty quick. We couldn't pressure them at all, and we had to back off our pressure, and they jumped out to a good lead. We played hard. Now, I don't know what anything. We played hard. They just played a little harder and made more shots, and were a little tougher and wanted it a little more. But we did not lay down. They earned that win. Our attitudes were good. We gave effort. We didn't have a ton of turnovers. They just deserve a lot of credit, and obviously we're not as good as we want to be today, but I'm telling you, that was a good team we lost to today. Anyone who makes those kind of shots and plays with the tenacity that they did, you know, you have to tip your hat to them. We got to get back to where we were defensively. They made some tough plays, but in one situation, maybe a player here or there really needs to get back to where they need to be defensively. But it's more of an individual problem than a team-wide thing.
What did you say to the team at halftime? It obviously looked like you were upset with the defense in the first half.
Yeah,
and it got better.
Any coach would have been. Right. Yeah, we never stop talking about defense, and we don't change or tell them something unusual or unique or tell them things they've never heard before. They've heard all the same things. But I really thought in the first half that we couldn't play much worse. And I thought we were in pretty good shape, just because I thought we would play much better in the second half. But they responded. I mean, we came out, our defense was better, we tied it, and they responded. I mean, boy, they responded. I've always admired coaches' teams because of their toughness. He's old school, to say the least. And, you know, they deserve a lot of credit. We'll be critical of ourselves, certainly, but it's not like we didn't try, and it's not like we lost to a bad team.
Coach Jarrell had 12 of his 18 very early in the game. Looked like he was on his way to a really big day. Did they make any adjustments to kind of limit him from there?
I think we got some easy ones with him early, and he certainly didn't have a whole lot of easy ones later. We kept getting him touches. You know, we kept trying to get him the ball, and you know, and we didn't get it. You know, it wasn't as productive as certainly as we wanted to. And sure, I wish he would have had another 12 or 14 in the second half, but it wasn't for lack of trying on our part.
It seemed like, just to piggyback off that, it seemed like the touches he got were in clusters, like at the beginning of the first half and at the beginning of the second half, and then you guys kind of got away from it. Was it just kind of falling in love with the three?
No, I mean, we just try to get the ball to open guys. We don't go in and say Jarrell has to get it every time, or Ramon has to get it every time, or Tyreek's hot, he needs to get it. You know, we just try to play basketball, and basketball's an uneven game. You know, sometimes you have periods where you score a lot and sometimes not as much. I don't know how else to explain it, but games do not have an even flow to it, not our game or any game ever.
Coach, when you tied it at 74 there with under 2 to play, did you feel like you were in a good spot, and how did it kind of get away?
I wouldn't say a good spot, but I felt like we had a great chance to win, and McMillan made such a tough shot because his stat line's remarkable. I mean, 7 defensive rebounds, 6 assists, no turnovers. He went to the basket fearlessly. He got a lot done for them, but he's not known as a jump shooter, and sure enough, he makes a jump shot to give him the lead at crunch time. So, again, give him credit.
What kind of stuff did you have the size advantage there for the most part during the game?
Basketball is quickness. Basketball is quickness. That's why we won last year. Listen, don't get hung up on reading the game program and say, well, this team has a few big guys, they should win. Quickness is huge in basketball, and they're very quick. They get up and down the floor, they can guard the ball, they can penetrate, and then they have the ability to shoot threes. So if we played our bigger lineup, we would have lost by 20. It wouldn't even have been close. We just couldn't have guarded them playing big.
Anything else? All right.